Okay, guys. All right, Saturday morning. Here we go again. Well, they're not going to understand what we've been doing. What we've been doing behind the scenes. There's a whole 3 minutes of behind the scenes footage of right now what's been going on. What we were doing there. If you want to see the extra footage that I got actually rolling on a separate camera right here, go to my Patreon page on that. Look up BATJAC J.W on Patreon. There's a good handful of you that are already there. So maybe some of you don't know, or some of you don't know, I actually did invest in another camera, but I wound up not being happy with it at all. I didn't like the quality it produces, but I decided to keep it anyway because there's a use for it, I guess, in some point away. So here we are. I have a use for it right now where we've got about 4 minutes of extra footage and stuff getting this whole set up. Anyway, so yeah, we got two. Of course, you're watching on the main one here where all the quality is and all that stuff. So let's get started. It is Saturday morning. Thanks for tuning in. I'm BATJAC J.W. Okay. Let me send this out right now. If you're looking to buy a camera, you get what you pay for. Just remember that, okay? You get what you pay for. We'll see. I mean, this footage, I don't know. Those of you who watch on Patreon right there, thank you very much. Sorry the footage is not the greatest, right? Let's get some shout-outs going. Of course, I have my good old buddy, the Arizona Ghost Riders. That's Santee, and I got Scott F., Mr. Holster, the Bohemian Hunting Club, 454 Packer, Russ Elder, Darren Bag 6 Gun. The Duke is up, Darren. Bernard Flood, tune in all the way over there in your home, right? Okay, I got 3 Wolves, 4570 Kona coffee. I know he's got it in his cup. Mad Murphy is tuned in. Peppered 88, Baron K, a new one, The Entertainer, at least new to the comment section, so they're able to give you a shout out there. Of course, you know, you have to comment for me to give you a shout out, because if not, I don't know if you're tuned in or not. Well, I'm sure you're watching. Maybe you're a silent watcher. Maybe you're just a guy that just wants to enjoy the entertainment that we do, which is absolutely fine. Okay. Edward Petty, he says he has my Hawaii address, not the Arizona one. Don't worry, Ed. I'll get something sent out to you. I do have everybody's address here. I'm pretty sure. Ed, I do have yours saved somewhere, I think. If I do not have it in my book, I think I have some stuff that you've mailed me in the past. I probably have your address. I'll have to. We'll have to find out if I do. I'm pretty sure I do on something you've sent me, on many things you've sent me. So I should have it there. Brian on the go, aka Glock 17, which is pretty cool. I really appreciate there, Brian. You've been posting a lot of videos of the Glock 34, tempting me, but yeah, more about that to come. Yeah, you guys heard it. Interested in a Glock. My God, what has BATJAC lost his mind? Joe P. and of course my buddy Led. There's a lot of you that tune in at random times. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the evening, afternoon, whatnot. Sometimes you're at work. Sometimes you just got back from the range and you're cleaning your guns and you're tuned in here with me. Whatever time it may be, I'm glad you're here. So recently on the channel, I had showed you guys my Kimber 1911 that I painted. That was interesting, right? Some people would just like freak out and go, my God, this guy could really paint a Kimber. You know, big deal. You know, it's mine. I can do whatever the heck I want with it, as a lot of you have stated, which is really cool. But, you know, I've never been afraid of that, you know, especially if it's something I'm going to keep, and you know, it may not necessarily be a collectible. You know, obviously I'm not going to go and spray paint a Colt Python or something like that. hey, you know, I mean, but hey, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. I mean, it's your Python or your whatever. You go ahead and do that. But for me, I'm not. I mean, yes, I'm not. I have not completely gone insane in that matter yet, and done that. Not saying that. You know, again, hey, it's your gun. Do whatever you want with it. So who am I to judge what you want to do with your stuff? Because that's your stuff. That's not my stuff. It's your stuff. Who cares? No, but yeah. Originally, when I bought that thing, I wanted it for that flat, dark earth color. But then I kind of got like tired of it. I kind of was like, you know, I don't know, weird, odd, right? Living in Hawaii, buy a flat, dark earth desert tan gun, and then I move out to the desert, and I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks. Maybe it's all that, looking at all that desert. Maybe that's what it is. Tunnel vision. But what I did do with it is I painted it with this stuff. Ace Hardware brand and Rust-Oleum, and I did it two-tone because I thought it'd be cool to accent it. It really was just some other guns that influenced me of those colors, so that's what I did. Of course, my other 1911, my Inland, I did up with this camouflage stuff. It was a kind of an off-green yet gray, almost kind of like this, but has more of a green look to it. Really cool. It did the job really well, and actually wound up looking really, really awesome, as a matter of fact. So, work has been crazy. So, have not had a lot of time, although I always try to make time to do this stuff and film this stuff. So, again, you know, if you're watching this on the Patreon thing, that's why I keep looking off to this side, because I also got a camera going over here. But no, yeah, you heard it right. The interest for me for the Glock 34 has sparked interest, mainly for work. I needed to possibly you know, get something that I need to carry for work, but also it has a nice sight radius for qualifications once a month that we got to do that, and so I'm thinking that's going to really work out for me a lot better. So that's the idea behind that. And when I previously had a Glock for work, and that was the Glock 23 that I once used to have with the Alpha Wolf barrel that I ran with it as a 9mm. Worked great, always did well in the quals, and ever since then that, you know, that left the collection, it's been kind of a little difficult, because also too, I haven't, oddly enough, that's always been the other question, is like, you know, you move out to the desert or out to Arizona thinking I was going to do more with firearms and get more into it. Actually, no. It's been less of it. I have done, you know, gone into my stuff and dug out the toys to play with a lot less moving out here. So with that in mind, you know, of course, that was being one of the major things to bring me out here. With that in mind, you know, doing less of it with it, you know, there's been some thoughts going through the head. You know, of course, you know, I got family and friends back home that I miss dearly. It's kind of become a catch-22. I'm not gonna lie, because my friends out here have now become like my family. We've become very close. So it's kind of, yeah, it's that catch-22. It's like, man, you know, if I were to leave, I'd be missing my family here too. I do have some awesome ties here that I've really gotten to enjoy. But, you know, I mean, yeah, so it's kind of hard. You know, my mom and stuff really could use me back home. She really could. She really could benefit from me being back there. Although she doesn't want me to, you know, on her end, you know, she as much as she would like me back home, she wouldn't want me to make that decision just because of her, you know. So things have been, you know, I just want to see how things roll out, how things shake out with a lot of other things here. So, you know, I still got a lease that I got to fulfill with this place that I'm staying at. So all that's got to, still play its course. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe, you could be watching me in the desert. You could be watching me in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We don't know. Not sure where old BATJAC will wind up. We'll see. Like I said, although the thing has dawned on me that I've done so much more with guns when I was in Hawaii. I really have. That's no joke. But I wanted to also tell you guys out here what Arizona brought to me was a lot of cool guns that I actually got to acquire that I really wanted to add to my collection that I have not been able to add to the collection or have not found in the collection. Because in Hawaii, most of the time I would have to always go in Gun Broker and do it. And of course, you guys know, if you guys have been around the channel long enough, you know the old story with Gun Broker. Oh my gosh. What a funny, frustrating story. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny at the time. Absolutely not. But one of the cool guns I picked up out here is right here. And this has been something that's been on my list for a while. This is a really an old school Model 29 Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum. It's got a little lens right there. This has been on that bucket list gun for a long time. The 6.5-inch pinned and recessed 44 Magnum, the classic Dirty Harry gun. When you start talking about Dirty Harry, this is it. It's got the original beautiful, beautiful grips on it. I've not fired it. I don't intend to fire it. Why? Because I got another one that I can fire it. It's got a lot more wear on it and everything. This was strictly just for the collection's sake. I had to have it. I saw it in a gun shop. In fact, I saw it in Frontier Gun Shop off of there in the little main street there. Really good guy. I've done some videos in his shop. But yeah, he had it in there. And I saw it and I said, I've got to have this thing. So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse, really. And I didn't, he just came down on his price automatically, for me. So how cool is that? Had to have it. This is that's it right there. That's the one. If you're really a big fan of Dirty Harry, and that's what it's all about, it's this gun right here. This 6.5-inch vintage Model 29. This is a -2, so it's got the cross pin through the barrel and countersunk cylinders and all its splendor and glory. And boy, I could just sit there and look at that thing for hours. Just have it right there and just watch Dirty Harry. So that's a cool gun. I remember when I first bought my very first Model 29, living in Hawaii. My buddy, I found it on Gun Broker. He had to buy it for me with his account. He's a really good friend of mine. And of course, waiting for it to come in the mail and all that. And I still got it. I still got it. It was made in the year I was born, so that's also kind of what makes it kind of neat. So I found that out through Smith & Wesson. But yeah, it's a neat piece. Always will have it. And of course, I wanted the 8 3/8, and yeah, you get all obsessed with it. If there was one revolver I must say I'm pretty obsessed with, it's the Model 29. It just always grabs my attention. I feel like I want to catch them all, kind of like that Pokemon game that everybody plays on their phone. But no, it's just one of those things, and I enjoy taking it. I used to enjoy taking out to the range and going to my friend's property and throwing some good old 44 specials in there and popping off all kinds of pop bottles and filling up water bottles with the food coloring and stuff like that. Going out there and filming for you guys and doing all that stuff. It's been a lot of fun. I miss that all the time. It was just a lot of cool stuff, So yeah, but the 29 has definitely been one of those guns for me that has been an obsession, really, with Smith & Wesson. Had to throw that in there. But no, I appreciate you guys watching. The channel keeps growing in subscribers, which is amazing. You guys are just so awesome to keep things growing and keep watching the videos, because ultimately you know, I do it for you folks. I turn on the camera. We do this stuff for you folks. Really, ultimately, in the end, that's what it's all about. It's the fact that you guys are continuing to watch the videos, watch the channel. I do have, you know, I do want to continue on and make more videos, but I want to get a camera that I'm going to be satisfied with, that will do nice work. Right now, of course, I'm using the cell phone to do this, but I need to get a nice camera that I'm going to really like and be satisfied with. Of course, that's going to come with for more money, but we'll see. We'll work it out. I'm sure it'll all things will happen in time. So, but yeah, I do appreciate everybody watching and checking it out and doing stuff. So again, because YouTube had gotten rid of the personal message thing, so now we can't really communicate with each other through personal messages. So that's why I went ahead and I charted down everybody's address that I could grab, because I'm still trying to send out stuff that I've been meaning to get out to you guys. A lot of it is some signed cards and all that kind of stuff. So I still want to do that. I just need to get everything squared away to do that, really. So that's what that's all about. It's been thundering right now outside. It's monsoon season, so I guess the thunder and lightning is going. So if you hear any of that in the background, that's what it is. If you've made it this far in the video, as it is. So, but yeah, on the other news, if you guys haven't been keeping up, or if you just kind of randomly tuned into this video, we are going to be bringing back the BATJAC J.W. aged ivory grips to back around. So I'm in partnership with Dan with those. I decided to join forces with him and see what kind of input he's got on it, and we're setting up a workstation to be able to do this on his property. So because I can't obviously do it right here in the apartment or anything like that. So being able to do it on his property and everything, get all that set up, and we'll see what we can start to crank out. So keep tuning in, because those will be available for sale through this, and I think that's something really cool that I would like to offer back on the channel, because really that's what led me to finding Santee and the Arizona Ghost Riders and becoming good friends with him. You know, he contacted me about wanting to buy a set of grips, and then of course from there spawned other people who want to contact me for a set of grips. And really, in the end, in the beginning, I had no intentions of selling them. I just wanted to do it for myself, but the fact that these other people showed interest in wanting to purchase some made me think I might have something that people think is pretty cool. So of course I wanted to, you know, offer it and be able to share the creation. So also looking at the price that, you know, most of the other stuff that were costing, what other grips and other, you know, from other companies that were costing, you know, you've seen stuff like I've seen. I personally paid like $90 a pair, $100 a pair. Yeah, you see those, and I just said, you know, I really don't want to charge somebody that much. It's just I don't know. It's just never, you know, even for me, you know, once I had them, even though I paid $90 for some of them, I look back at that, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I don't know if it's $90 cool. But I'd like to say this about mine. You know, of course, we're going to be running a commercial on them to show them off a little bit, and talk a lot about them. But I wanted to share with you guys firsthand one of the things that I wanted to incorporate in those grips, and I want to do for them, is each set is unique. Each set is going to be different. Each set you buy and throw on your 6-gun will not be something that somebody else is going to have an exact copy of, because each one is hand colored, it's hand aged, everything. It's all going to be hand done. It's all hand sanded, everything. So it's 100% handmade, everything. The mold, all of it that we cast these things up from. And my biggest thing is to remember that these things are supposed to simulate a bone, ivory, which is a natural material. It's not going to be perfect. I wanted to kind of step away from that fact that, you know, they're the perfect grips. Well, of course, if it's made out of some sort of plastic and popped out of cupcake holders, yeah. But I want to create something entirely different. I want to create something that is so unique and so different that each person that has a set is going to have something that's totally different. Like the set that's on Santee's gun is so different from the set that's on mine and my other gun. Each one is so different. Bob Hartman, I know you bought some pairs. What he's got on his is totally different. I don't have another copy of those. Those are one of a kind. So that's kind of the point of the grips. So hopefully that when we get them all done up, and we had a couple testings, so we're still working things out with them. We're gonna see how things shake out. But yeah, that's been the main goal, was to offer something that that would be neat. And these are set up to fit Colts and Colt clones like the Cimarrons, the Ubertis, and whatnot. So that's what they're set up as of right now to work with. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to bring them to you and show them off to you guys. So anyway, keep tuned and keep watching, because that's where we're going. And I appreciate everybody that has subscribed and stayed subscribed and continue to watch these videos and share these videos. And it's always nice to see that we can get some views and get people to still continue to watch the content. So as long as we can still get some views and people still interested in checking out the channel, we'll still keep doing this. So I appreciate it again. I'm BATJAC J.W. Like, share, and subscribe. As always, have a good weekend. And yeah, thanks for hanging out.